It also reminds me of gatekeeping.
What's gatekeeping?
So, like when a person makes it or they
Mm-hmm.
become really good at something, but then they don't want to share with how they got there or how.
Mm.
Hello, and welcome again to another episode of Unanswered.
Unanswered.
My name is Joe,
I'm Joyce.
and we are an American couple living here in Jazan,
Jazan.
Saudi Arabia. And before we even go any further, just to make sure, I want you to go ahead and subscribe. Press subscribe. We would love to know who you are. So yes, go ahead and subscribe, and then you can
Follow us on your favorite social media platform. We are on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and on X. So please come by to say hi. Tell us who you are, what you like, what you don't like. If you have any suggestions of other things that we could cover on this show, let us know. We would love to hear from you.
So this is Unanswered, a podcast where we love to think, question, and connect. And one of the things we love to do as well is bridge generations, nations, and stations. As you guys all know, we also like to answer life's big questions. And one of the ways we do that is by using different phrases, proverbs, idioms, and things like that, and then answering the questions that deal with them. So
Yes.
today, we have another great idiom for you. And this one, I didn't even know. Joyce brought it up, and so we're going to let you hear that one. What's the idiom for today, Joyce?
It is 过河拆桥.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say. 过河拆桥.
Good job.
Baby, baby. Okay.
It means you cross the river and then you dismantle the bridge.
So this one is all about engineering, I believe. No? Okay. Let's find out what this one is about and go
Let's
from there.
see.
Let's watch.
过河拆桥, a Chinese idiom. Let's cross the bridge of betrayal with this Chinese idiom, which means crossing the river and dismantling the bridge. It's a sharp rebuke of betrayal, using others to succeed and then abandoning them once you've crossed to safety. Historians first came across the saying in the Yuan Shi, a history book about the Yuan Dynasty. In the 1340s, an official rose through the imperial exams, but was politically pressured to abolish them, cutting off scholars who came after him. A contemporary censor mocked him. You crossed the river and then destroyed the bridge. Other famous examples of ruthless betrayals include Emperor Zhao and the Song Dynasty, who threw a cup of wine banquet to charm his generals into retiring, securing his throne by betraying their loyalty. In the Three Kingdoms era, Sima Zhao commissioned the murder of the king, but then executed the assassin to cover his tracks. From the Yuan Dynasty courts to the modern world, this proverb reminds us, honor those who help you cross, or risk standing alone on the other side.
All right, so that was actually a good video. Let me say it again. 过河拆桥.
Yes,
Right?
good job.
And it's about you cross the river.
You cross the river and then you dismantle the bridge.
Okay. And basically what that means is you have had some level of success or you've gone to a
Yes.
path, but then you want to keep other people from going there. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And
You want to keep like
anybody
you-
from being able to achieve the same thing.
Yes.
And
Like think of the river as an obstacle,
okay.
right? So you're on one side of the shore.
Mhm.
You need to get to the other side. The river is the obstacle, right?
Mhm.
It's standing in your way. And there's like a plank of wood or there's a bridge, footbridge.
Okay.
Right? So someone built that footbridge. You crossed it.
Okay. Yes.
So the decent thing to do is to leave it.
And allow other people to cross
Allow
it as
other
well.
people to cross.
Okay.
But then this jerk crossed the bridge himself and then he dismantled the bridge.
Okay. Yes, I understand now. I was trying to tie it in and try to figure out, okay, where is this leading? But that makes more sense.
Yes.
So somebody built the bridge.
Somebody built it. I mean, it doesn't
And
just.
you had to use the bridge to
You
cross
have
it.
to use the bridge to cross it.
And then you destroyed it so nobody else can use the bridge.
Yes,
Okay. So I think within this, there's elements of betrayal,
Yes,
elements
absolutely.
of, I would
selling out.
selling out, narcissism.
Yeah.
There's a number of different things.
Yes.
Wow, this one chock full of stuff that we were
Right?
talking about. Yeah.
Like that's why I love the Chinese culture and the Chinese language. It's so deep.
Yeah. That was I was actually trying to figure out what it was talking
It's
about.
like, what
And I
is
was
it talking
Okay,
about?
so he crossed the bridge. Are we talking about engineering? Are we talking about it was not a well-made bridge, honestly. It's just not well made. Just need to get rid of it. Oh, so that is what it is. So okay. So basically people who make it or are
People who
successful
make it, and
they had to
then-
get there some way, but then
Yes.
they spoil it for everybody
Yes.
else. Wow.
So can you think of an English saying that is kind of like that?
An English saying about people who make it in not offhand.
Because I couldn't think of one.
I can't think of one either. I'll keep thinking if one comes up during the show, I'll say it. But hey, is there an Arabic saying that is?
Yes.
Like, I mean, how do you say this in Arabic?
Yes.
Is there an Arabic saying that you have that somehow resembles this, where people who make it, but then and they
Use
don't want
others to make it.
We do have something that's like that.
Okay.
It's not quite the fullness of that.
Okay.
I think, but I guess if I think of it, I would think about from the point of you're standing on the shoulders of people who went before you, right? So
Yeah.
that's part of it,
Yeah,
but it's not
it's-
the full,
yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Because it doesn't talk about the betrayal
It
part.
acknowledges the bridge.
It acknowledges the bridge. So
But it
we have the
doesn't
bridge portion. But we don't have the dismantling of the bridge.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So yeah.
So if you have an Arabic saying, please leave it in the comments and let us know. We would love to learn. Teach us how to say it too.
Teach us how to say it. And that would be fun too. Like,
Yeah.
we need to do some interviews.
I know.
And let me just throw this in here. We're going to do interviews as well. Just letting you guys know. We already have people who are scheduling. If you would like to be
Yes.
on the show, let us know. We can't guarantee that you will, but hey, if you have something interesting to talk about and you have a cool saying, we might invite you to. And if you're in our area or we come to your area, you know the drill. Okay.
No, I think you should come to our area.
Yes, you guys got to come visit. Jazan.
Come visit Jazan.
Yes. Come visit Jazan. A lot of people have not been here, so they come down here.
Yeah.
They go to Farrasan. They go to
Yes.
some of the places
Actually,
that are around here.
the weather is starting to cool off. So
Oh my gosh.
we're
It's so nice this time of year, which
It
is
was
really
what,
cool.
18 degrees this morning?
18? No, I don't know what it is Celsius. I don't know Fahrenheit. I'm so sorry. Hey, we do Fahrenheit, okay? I don't know
The
Celsius.
Fahrenheit system don't make sense. it
We're
just
not going to get on
doesn't.
this. We're not going to get on this,
It
okay?
just doesn't.
We're not going to get on this. Okay, so you guys know she's Canadian. I'm American, but we're
I'm
both
also American.
Hey, don't rub it in my face.
But I'm just saying the Fahrenheit system doesn't make sense.
Okay, we're not even going to talk about this. It makes perfect sense to me. It makes perfect sense to me. Whatever you grew up with makes sense to you. Okay, but I digress. Okay, so let's think of examples. Let me think of a quick example of something like this where somebody made it and then got betrayed. And you know me, I'm always going to come up with a movie.
Come on,
I'm
come
always gonna
on,
come up
give
with a
me a movie.
What about The Jackal?
A TV show.
Yes. Okay. So there was The Jackal, the movie with Bruce Willis back in the day. Not that one. There's a new, it's not that new, but it's called The Jackal, and it's got the guy from what is it? Fantastic Beast.
What's his name?
I cannot remember that guy's name.
Yes, I'll put him on there.
But at first you're like, I couldn't watch it at first because I'm like, this guy, I'm waiting for him to like do a spell or try to collect some
I
weird
like him
animal.
a lot. I think he's a great actor.
But he does great in this part, actually.
Awesome.
He does really great in this
Yes.
part. So if you're watching, whatever your name is, we'll find out.
We'll find
I'm
out.
so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I forgot your name. But if you're watching, you did a great job. Fantastic. And the British lady who's in that as well. They're fantastic. But okay, as we usually say, spoiler alert. Okay? So if you haven't watched The Jackal, turn this off, go watch The Jackal, and then come back and watch this, okay?
It's like
now,
10 episodes of
yes,
intense.
it is really good. It's really good.
Would you
And
say
we're
it's a
not
thriller?
going to spoil. It's very
Yeah,
much a thriller.
yeah.
We won't spoil the ending, but spoiler alert. Okay, so in it,
What
he's like
part?
this crazy good assassin.
Yes.
Like
oh,
crazy.
he was in the military before.
Yes, which that's giving away stuff that
Yes.
you should give away.
Oh
but
yeah,
it's
I'm so
spoiler alert.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
But anyway, yes, he's this crazy good assassin. Makes these impossible shots to kill people or whatever the case may be. And the part that's crazy is that he works for these people, or he's hired by different people. And I think it's 2 times in the show, these people hire him to do a job.
And he did it.
And he goes and he does the job.
Flawlessly.
Yes. And then they're like, okay, no, we want to.
Yes.
we want to try to kill you.
Yes.
Like, it is like.
They totally pulled the bridge out from under him.
They tried to. So they did that exact thing.
Oh, so maybe in English we say you cut off the legs. You cut people off at the
legs
legs.
out from underneath me.
Kind of, right?
Or cut someone off at the legs.
Yeah, at the knees or something.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's an equivalent,
I don't know if that's equivalent. Yeah.
Maybe like combine the giants thing with the cutting off the legs.
Yes. Yeah. Standing on the shoulders of giants is more like it. But as far as the betrayal aspect,
yes.
These elite who have made it and they got to this point and they hired him. He helped them, even though what they did was bad. He helped them, but then they tried to kill him.
Yes, and I was so mad. I was like, come on.
It's a weird show because you're kind of like you're kind of rooting for the bad guy, but
confused.
you're not reading. Yeah, it's like I want this guy to get caught really bad, but at the same time, it's so weird. So,
but it's so good.
Yeah, you're kind of. It
was so good.
The show. It was very, very good.
Yeah, I think we binged it in one weekend.
Yes, we did. So, this reminds me of not just that aspect of betrayal. It also reminds me of gatekeeping.
What's gatekeeping?
So, like when a person makes it, or they become really good at something, but then they don't want to share with anyone else how they got there or how. So, I'll give you a perfect example. So, I play a lot of instruments.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite instruments to play is drums.
Yes.
Okay. And I've been playing drums for a long time. Some people say I'm good. I don't.
Yes, you're very good.
But that's all beside the point. I was never taught. I was never taught how to play drums. I was self-taught. And so whenever I would see a good drummer someplace, I would always go to him like, man, wow, that was so awesome. The licks that you played, that was amazing. Hey, can you teach me a couple things? Yeah. And they would always be like, no, man, I had to practice for a long time. I was...
Oh,
and I met like maybe 1 or 2 drummers who were like, "Whoa!" Yeah, who were very interested in like. Remember the one guy in
Chinese
China?
Guy? Yes, he's so good,
and he was a phenomenal drummer.
Yeah, he was so good,
phenomenal. Him, and then remember Jason?
Yes.
So those guys were fantastic.
Yes,
and Jason, if you're watching, I miss
Jason.
you. And I forgot the Chinese guy's name, but he was
so good,
fantastic, fantastic drummer. And those guys were like, give me like information. Hey, study this. And like
do
all
this.
Stuff. Yeah. But most of the time it would always be like, no, man, like, and I didn't understand. I was like, why are you gatekeeping? Like, I've acknowledged that you're good. I like so good that I want to learn something from you. So why then would you be like, no, you can't. I don't want you. And the only reason why I can think why they would do that is because they don't want somebody to be as good as them or to be better than them.
Yeah.
Which to me is the epitome of this saying. It's like, well, I got here. Look, you didn't get there on your own. You probably were taking lessons. You probably like went to how many. You had to learn.
Yeah, from
someone. So then, why then would you not be willing to share it with someone else?
Have you ever offered to pay them?
Have I offered to pay them? Why do I need to pay?
That's a legit question, though.
No, I would be willing to pay someone for that type of knowledge, right?
Right.
But if I'm broke, if we shut the conversation off before we didn't even get to money. You understand?
Well, right? I'm just wondering. I'm not saying like who's right, who's wrong. I'm just wondering.
Would I be willing to pay?
Would you be willing to pay? Or if that would change his response, because then you're honoring the work and the stuff he's put into it.
Right.
Like if you said like, hey, can I take a couple lessons from you?
Yeah, but this was an environment where it's not like, okay, look, this is after a show, right? And I'm talking to him like, wow, you're phenomenal. Like, can you like just teach me a couple of licks or something, right? It's casual. Yeah. We may not even live in the same place, but the person, and that's what I'm saying. This person is that good that I would approach them and
Oh.
say, wow, this is so amazing. Is there anything you could teach me? Even if it's small, like blah, blah, blah.
So
Or,
maybe like, you know what? Maybe it ties into generosity,
yeah,
you know? Like
possibly.
because like some people are very generous with everything they have. Even if they don't have a lot, they're very generous. They're very giving. But some people are just not.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But I guess within all of that, it's important for us to realize, I think for each one of us to realize that none of us made it on our own.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
they had teachers.
They had teachers. They had to have
Whether
teachers.
or not they had to pay them,
Right.
they had teachers.
Right.
And, you know, nobody gets it on their own. No.
Nobody gets there on their own. And we find that I believe in all aspects of society where people have become successful at something or they're able to do something. And the reason they're able to do it is because somebody went before them and paved the way for them to be able to get there. And so
Yeah.
for me, I think that it's not fair. I think it's exactly that. It's burning a bridge if we then say, oh, well, you can't go the same way. I don't want you to get there the way I did. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's a very narrow way of looking at life. Yeah, I think like you would respond in that way if you're only looking at the present, at what you have to lose, right? Like
Yeah.
you're not looking
Yeah.
into the future. You're not looking into people's potential. You're not looking into. You're not placing any value on the
Yeah.
relationship
I agree.
on this guy who might not look like anybody, but who might be someone in the future.
And that's exactly it. For me personally, if people have asked me to teach them things, and I've had the ability to teach people a couple of things, not just on drums, but other stuff, where I feel like once this person gets it and they improve upon it, they get better than me, I still get bragging rights. I'm like,
Mhm.
look, I taught this guy this, man. Look what he did with it. To me, I think that's it. It's bragging rights. It's not just bragging rights. You know, I'm saying that, but I mean that it's still that shows that's a positive for me. It's not a negative that this guy gets better than me. That's actually a good thing because he had to get that somewhere, and he's even going to attribute to, yeah, I learned it from this individual, and then I improved it. I think that's a good thing.
I guess no, I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm just speaking from the experience of like so honestly, I think I have become more generous as I got older, but my upbringing is very I think individualistic.
Right.
So everyone is concerned. I think this is very typical in
China.
in Asian
Yeah.
cultures.
Definitely in China.
You just gotta do like stay in your own lane and do your thing.
Right.
And so I wasn't brought up in a way that that makes me really want to share. You know what I'm saying?
Especially sharing knowledge. I
Yeah.
feel like when it's knowledge, it's even harder for
Yeah.
people to share that.
So
because I don't know, maybe it's harder.
and plus the competition is so fierce.
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
you
You're
know,
right.
in the video, the guy in the Yuan Dynasty, the official, he had to go through the imperial exams, and then he was politically pressured to cancel the exams so that like people after him couldn't rise up to the
Right.
occasion. And in those days, if you can't be an official, then you're a farmer.
Oh yeah,
fisher.
when you take the
Fisherman,
test,
yeah, the Gaokao.
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yes,
The Gaokao.
yes. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's called the Gaokao in the past, but then it's a similar system of it's kind of like a high
It
school
will determine
exam.
like
Your
what you're going
future.
to do for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It will determine.
And so he cut the bridge off so that others couldn't follow his footsteps. So on one hand, I understand that sentiment, just like coming from that
that
background.
perspective, yeah,
that
makes
background.
sense.
But then, you know, I think as I grow older, I also started to see just the value of the joy in sharing. Like you said,
Yeah.
like when you share knowledge, when someone really grasp and take hold of something that you've learned and you're able to teach them. When you're able to teach someone something, like your knowledge deepens.
Yes,
That's
it
one.
shows that you actually know what you're talking about.
You
right?
actually can. You can actually you know it so well that you can teach it.
Right.
So that's one, and then two, if someone really learns it from you, like you can see the joy.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
they get it, right?
Yes,
Like,
and it's fulfillment for you.
it's fulfillment for me. It's like I would do it just out of a selfish ambition point of
Yeah.
view, like because I want to be happy. I want to feel good about myself.
Yes.
You know, like so.
And
I
it's a
don't know.
great feeling when people catch on. Like it's great feeling strengthening that bridge.
Yes, yes.
I have another example,
Okay.
real world example, because I always do that. So now I did my fictional real world example, and this in Hollywood, like we see this so prevalent, especially I think for African American.
I think we see both sides.
Yes.
Yes.
But for African American actors and actresses,
For minorities,
for Chinese,
yes,
Asian
yes.
especially.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Let's talk about the Asian.
Yes.
Think about all the Asian actresses, like popular Asian actors and actresses we have now. Like the guy who did Shang-Chi, what's the name? Fresh off the boat. The guys,
Yes.
Aquafina,
Aquafina,
crazy
yes,
Aquafina. We
yes,
love you.
yes.
My daughter loves you in every like cartoon movie
Yes.
you're in. So if you're watching this, please give us a shout out, Aquafina. We love you. Okay, Aquafina. The girl off of Fresh Off the Boat, like all these guys, Constance Wu,
Yes.
Constance Wu, and Crazy Rich Asians.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who's in. The reality is all of these actors who are famous today, Ken Jeong, all these,
Yes, Kim Jong.
they all have to look back to Jackie Chan, Bruce
The
Lee,
first generation.
Michelle Yeoh, but you're Chow Yun Fat.
Yes.
Like they have to look back to those guys
They
because
built
those,
the bridge.
yes, they opened the doors.
Yes.
They were the ones who had those, who were first well known, especially in the U.S. and Hollywood and places like that.
Oh, yeah.
They were the first ones.
Yes.
And so anybody, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. All right, y'all let me know. But I think that all of those actors and actresses, they have to look to those guys and say, wow, we are standing on the shoulders of all of these Asian actors and actresses that went before us.
And I think the minority actors and actresses vocalize this a little bit more. I just read a book by Simu Liu. I can't say his English name because I'm always thinking of his Chinese name.
Is that Shang-Chi? The Shang-Chi?
Yes,
Yeah,
Shang-Chi.
yeah.
Simu Liu. He wrote a memoir. It's very entertaining. It's very... I really enjoyed the book. So it's called We the Dreamers. Go check it out if you haven't read it. And and he reads the audiobook, so it's really good. And so in his book he talks about, obviously he talks about how his parents, his grandparents has influenced him and made him the person he is today. But he also just thanked Korean Canadian actress Sandra Oh.
Yes.
For giving him just kind of paving the way for him, mentioning him in different occasions, bringing him into the spotlight. Because I think he realizes this. He realizes that, he won't get to where he is today if these people didn't help him.
Yeah. And I think about, there's so many others. I hope nobody is, but I think about like Lucy Liu. Right?
Yes.
Like there's so many in there that they still have to look back to those original Bolo.
Yes.
Like, I mean, they have to look back to those original
you
guys.
don't say anything else. I grew up with Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
I mean, he's his favorite.
Man, he was one of my favorite. We used to call ourselves Blackie Chan. I'm like, come on, man. That guy was phenomenal,
but like, what was his first Hollywood movie? Rush Hour?
No, that was not his first Hollywood. Well, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Rush Hour was one of the ones that defined him in the US.
Yes.
But we had Police Story. We had, which you guys had as well, right? In China.
We used to watch it. Like, I watched him growing up. I'm talking about like 6, 7 years old, like watching him on TV.
Right.
Like, in Cantonese films.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And they started to import some of those over into the US.
Yes.
But I think his big movie for US was Rush Hour. And Rush Hour was amazing. It was Rush Hour, and then was it like Shanghai Nights or something?
I don't remember.
Or something. The one where he was with Owen Wilson. and they were cowboys or something like that. Anyway, it was good. You have to check it out. But Rush Hour was, oh my gosh, that was the definitive
So
movie
funny.
back in the day. So all the whole
Franchise.
franchise was good. Zhang Ziyi, Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker was the man. That guy is hilarious, man.
Yes.
I wish I could be as funny as him. One day I will do my own comedy set. One day. Anyway, it won't be today. Okay, so let's keep going. So yeah, I think that those guys are standing on the shoulders of giants, and we realize that as well in the Black community as well. I wonder if in Arabic, because Arabic TV, I wonder if there's the same type of thing. If so,
Yes.
let us know
Let
some
us
of those
know.
old school actors and actresses that broke open the doors for some of the ones who are out there today. We'd love to
Yes.
hear, hear their names, what kind of movies they're acting in, and things like that.
And if there's an Arabic saying that captures this spirit,
Yeah.
let us know. We
Yeah.
would love to learn.
Yeah, I think that it would be. I think that this also says something. If I could throw this in, it says something about mentoring and mentorship, and us paving the way, thinking
the
about
way.
leaving a legacy for those who are coming behind, right?
Building the bridge and making sure that it's sturdy, so lots of people can cross.
So lots of people can
Yes.
cross, and hopefully we're doing that in a way as well. I don't know how, but so hopefully we're doing that as well. We're definitely doing it for our daughter, but hopefully we can be that encouragement for other people, other couples that want to do podcasts and things like that. And we'll see what happens.
We'll
There's
see.
anybody who wants to be that for us, mentors. Just you've had mentors in your life. I've had
Oh,
mentors.
yes.
Maybe
Yes.
that's another one we'll have to do. Let's do another one where we talk about
it's a separate topic.
mentoring
Yes,
and
yes,
all that
yes.
good stuff. And because this one we're just talking about that betrayal and not wanting to betray. But yes,
But the weekly challenge we want to issue is: who are the great people in your life who have helped you to succeed, or who has helped you to get to where you are today?
Right.
So drop us a comment and let us know.
Leave their names in the comment. Tell us what they did. Tell us what the situation was. Like, we want to hear about it.
Because I think all these stories are very encouraging.
They're encouraging and they're enlightening too.
Yes.
I think we learn a lot when we start to look at these stories. We learn a lot. So, yeah. Well, I think that's going to be all for us for today, right? Well, so thank you again for joining us on our podcast. We want, before we leave, for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then
follow us on your favorite social media platform. We are on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and on X. So please come by and say hi. Tell us who you are, and we would love to connect with you.
Yeah, thank you guys once again for joining us on Unanswered, a podcast where we will always think, question, and connect. And we hope to see you again soon. Thank you for joining us. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.